Good afternoon and welcome once again to the weekly update with Kyle Johansson and the mayor. I want to begin the meeting with just giving a happy birthday shout out to Catherine Ann Jordan, our director for Arts, Parks and Recreation. So hopefully I'm embarrassing her right now, but it is her birthday today. Kyle, talk to me about weather. I mean, we say this all the time. It's just this time of year, it's a real roller coaster ride when it comes to temperatures. Like, was it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday.
It was really warm.
And the day before, it was really warm.
And now we're getting cool again. And please tell me what the next 7 days are going to look like.
So today we got cloudy with periods of light rain, high of 60 degrees, chance of rain 80%. Tonight, showers early, then cloudy overnight, low of 43, chance of rain 50%. Tomorrow, cloudy, high of 60, low of 43. Friday afternoon, light rain, high of 64, low of 49. Saturday, rain and thunder, high of 60, low of 33. Daylight savings time, Sunday, mostly cloudy skies, high of 46, low of 28. Monday, sunny skies, high of 54, low of 33. And next Tuesday, mostly sunny skies, high of 64, low of 41. And don't forget, Saturday night before we go to bed, we bring forward our clocks, which means our sunset time will be an hour later, instead of like 6:30, which is going to be a Saturday night sunset time. Sunday sunset time will be 7:31 p.m., which means our sunrise will be an hour later, which is coming up before 7 right now, but on Sunday, it'll be up right around 8 o'clock or so, but it's not going to last that long at all, because usually right around end of March, early April, that's when our sunrise time is approaching that 7 o'clock time frame once again.
I have a question for you, because you are the master of all things weather and time and bobcats as well, and Rufus. Is it true that come February that the daylight hours, again, aside from spring forward and all that stuff, with the time change, that our days become longer sunlight-wise by 1 minute in February? From February on, it starts to grow incrementally by minutes as opposed to seconds.
Yeah, like 2 minutes every other day.
Thank you for being my fact checker on that. Someone mentioned that to me a long time ago, and I'm like, I don't know. Any updates with OU sports?
Baseball won against Youngstown State last night, 21-19.
21-19.
And homecoming is scheduled for September 28th.
Yeah, buckle up, everybody. They moved it way forward this year to where it won't be in October.
It'll be my birthday weekend.
That's right. And they did it for you.
I know.
So anyway, thanks, Kyle, for the updates on that. Some important updates for those of you who are tuning in, and I was informed that this it has been out there on the city's website, government channel, and other platforms. So often it just requires people effectively looking for it, and this being the West Union infrastructure improvements. Shelley and Sands will be entering phase 2 of the West Union infrastructure project. Monday, it happened this Monday, March 4th. The work is will require the project to enter a new traffic pattern, which I will describe to you. From the west end of the project, headed east towards Oblenis Hospital. So basically, this is from the Hocking River Bridge on West Union, heading east towards Oblenis Hospital entrance. Traffic will only be permitted to travel in an easterly direction. So you can only go, again, from, say, the bridge east. There's only going to be one lane of travel available. From Oblenis Hospital entrance to Schaefer Street, traffic will be able to continue in both directions. Either 2 lanes will be maintained, or 1 lane will be maintained and controlled by a flagging individual. Harold Drive traffic will only be travel north from West Union to the new Davidson Court cul-de-sac So in other words, from Larry's Doghouse, you can, if you're going north, you're only going to make it as far as the cul-de-sac. The Herald Drive from the new Davidson Court cul-de-sac to West State Street will be allowed traveling both north and south. So there you can go in both directions, but only one direction when you get to Davidson Court heading to West Union. A lot more to follow on this construction project. Again, this is a construction project that is replacing very old underground infrastructure for the city of Athens. It is absolutely necessary for us to do this. And we will continue to pump out information on that construction project, which, as I have been told, will be wrapping up sometime midsummer, weather permitting, of course. Arts, Parks, and Recreation. There will be a free community Easter egg hunt. All are welcome. It will take place behind the Athens Community Center on March 29th from noon to 12, or to 2. Noon to 12, to 2, I keep saying to 12, from noon until 2 p.m. The egg hunt will probably begin around 1 p.m. At least that's what they're indicating. There will be arts and crafts. There will be the egg hunt, a picture opportunity with the spring bunny. So, check it out on Facebook. I'm assuming that aside from this broadcast that it'll be pumped out through our regular media outlets, Facebook, as well as government channel. So keep that in mind. It's a free event. There's no pre-registration or anything like that. We Wigglers, this is going to have a really interesting program. 18 months to 4 years of age, $5 drop-in fee for We Wigglers. This is something that goes on at the community center on and off. So it will be Fridays from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. through May 17th. So if you're interested, it's $5 per drop-off or a 15-visit punch card, which will cost you $65 to drop the small ones, your Wee Wigglers, off at the community center for a fun hour and a half or hour, whatever. Registration is also open for Spring Break Sisters Day Camp at Arts West. This is for girls ages 11 to 14. This is 100% free, where they're going to, for those age groups, to create, empower, collaborate, and grow. So that sounds like a fun experience. It will be March 11th through the 15th from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Again, at Arts West in the, I love this, I haven't seen this in a while, the Bob L. Winters, or Robert L. Winters, Bob Winters Memorial Performance Space. And again, it's free. So you need to register now through March 10th if you're interested in engaging in that. Some upcoming meetings. We have the Environment and Sustainability Commission that will be meeting in the Barry Conference Room today at 6 p.m. The Historic Preservation Commission will be meeting also in the Barry Conference Room on March 11th at 5:30 p.m. Athens City Council will be meeting March 11th, 7 p.m. here in Council Chambers. And Kyle, I don't know if I mentioned this to you or not, but I will be in Washington, D.C. next Wednesday. I will be there basically Saturday through Wednesday. So we won't be having a show next Wednesday. We'll put it off to
The week after that.
the week after that. I have the distinct pleasure of reading a proclamation and declaring March as Red Cross Month here in the city of Athens, and I have the Disaster Program Manager, David Bradley, who's here with us today, as well as other guests. And I will read the proclamation. And then we have an interesting ending to today's show. Office of the Mayor, proclamation. Whereas during American Red Cross Month in March, we recognize the compassion of people in the city of Athens and reaffirm our commitment to care for one another in times of crisis. And whereas this generous spirit is woven into the fabric of our community and advances the humanitarian legacy of the American Red Cross founder, Clara Barton, one of the most honored women in our country's history, who nobly dedicated herself to advocating or alleviating suffering. And whereas today, kind-hearted individuals in our community exemplify Barton's commitment as they step up through the city to provide a beacon of hope for our neighbors in need. Through their voluntary and selfless contributions, they make a life-saving difference in people's darkest hours, whether it's delivering shelter, food, and comfort during disasters, providing critical blood donations for hospital patients, supporting military families, veterans, and caregivers through the unique challenges of service, saving lives with first aid, CPR, and other skills, or delivering aid and reconnecting loved ones separated by global crisis. Now, therefore, I, Steve Patterson, the mayor of the great city of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim March of 2024 as Red Cross Month, and I encourage all citizens of Athens to reach out and support its humanitarian mission. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you for joining me today. And thanks to those of you who are tuning in. We've got an interesting closeout, as I'd mentioned, with if I'm not mistaken, Scott, it is with the naming, well, not renaming, but the naming of Davison Court here in the city of Athens, our newest street. So thank you. You know, I have to be honest with you, this is 102 years overdue. Andrew Jackson Davison passed away in 1922, and now we are honoring AJ with this roadway, but this is also honoring you as a club. You know, when I reflect back on all the work that you have done and continue to do with honoring Andrew Jackson Davison in the courthouse, finally getting his picture where it is duly needed and honored, should be, to the Recording Angel, which was such a great event. And it's because of you that we really landed on the name of this brand new street.
As you know, we're here today to honor two people, the Davisons, the first being Eliza Brown Davison. I'll keep it brief, but Eliza was born into slavery in Virginia around the 1830s to the 1840s, and she remained enslaved until she entered into a Union Army camp during the Civil War, where she was liberated and began working for General George Custer and his family. During her time in the Civil War, she did many things for the Army and was known to be very, very courageous. She also became close with General Custer's wife, Libby Custer, who visited Eliza after she had moved away from the Custer family. Eliza helped Libby to write 3 books on General George Custer, and these books gained Eliza some fame nationally. And eventually, Eliza met and married Andrew Jackson Davison, and the two moved here to Athens, Ohio, where they both have made their impact on our local Athens Black history. That's just some brief history on Eliza, and Shelby is going to now talk about AJD.
So Andrew Jackson Davison was the first Black practicing attorney in Athens and the foundation of our club. So after the Civil War, AJD went from being enslaved with little to no education to obtaining a license to practice law. And AJD met and married Eliza Brown. The couple moved to Athens, Ohio, and they purchased a house on the west side, which was an incredible achievement for a formerly enslaved couple at the time. And once again, here, Andrew Jackson Davison became the first Black attorney to practice law in Athens and one of the first in the state of Ohio. 3, 2, 1.